What is up, YouTube's Mountain Man Magic, and we are here to record our 6th M19 draft, and we're starting off with one of the strongest packs I think we've started off with yet. Sai is a really nice card. It has a super high upside if you end up, especially in that blue-white artifact deck. It just gets you mass board advantage. Brawlbash Ogre is just forever going to have a fond place in my heart with how fun it is to play with. Lightning Strike, super good card as well. Some decent commons, Dreadmaw, Luminous Bonds is really nice. I think I'm going to take the Thopterus, though. I've yet to play this deck. I would love to be able to give it a shot. I think Sai's a really nice card for it. I mean, we're passing a lot of good cards, though. I could totally see an argument for Lightning Strike, for maybe not Brawlbash first pick, but for Luminous Bonds, but I'm going to go with Sai. And, hopefully this archetype will work out for us. Let's see who we're drafting with. This guy looks scary. Guardbow, Mo Pete, Mr. Peter Bailey, Mefco Cinco, Lucky 5910. Hey, that's us. Booksy, Blue Drives Monster. I don't know what that means. Sarkhan's Unsealing, I think, is a super fun card in general, especially if you're in that green red, like rampy go big deck. This card does work. Gutter Snipe is really nice. Makes me sad that we passed Lightning Strike after seeing this pack. Strangling Spores, Take Vengeance, nice removal. Colossal Dreadmaw. I think Sarkhan's has the highest upside, but if we're in a Sarkhan's deck, we're probably not in a Sai Master Thopterus deck, so that's a bit of a bummer. Is it the strongest card in this pack? Debatable. It's mostly a build around, but you can hopefully build around it early on. Colossal Dreadmaw would probably be a nice pickup for us if we went that direction. Could also go for blue-black and just try going for, instead of the white, blue-black, and I think that could work. Could even do blue-red. Who says we can't? But we'll take the Sarkhans. We'll just kind of stay open, see what comes our way. Alright, we've got some nice artifact options. Suspicious Bookcase I do like. I don't know if I like it third pick, especially with how many good cards are in this pack. Plagmare, super nice. Again, now making me wish that we've taken like the Strangling Spores instead. Snapping Drake, not bad. Frilled Sea Serpent is a kind of top end finisher if we end up being in more of a control deck. Siegebreaker Giant, though, is just super nice. Really strong card. And I think Plagmare's really good, especially if you end up against like a deck like ours where someone's just going wide with really annoying cards. But I think Siegebreaker Giant is a bit more flexible. I like that it's a 5 with the double instead of the 3 with the double. So I think I'm going to take Siegebreaker here. I do think it was one of, if not the most powerful cards in that pack. Okay, so blue does not really appear to be open, which makes me really sad for Sai. Now if we look, another Strangling Spores has come our way. There's really not much exciting going on here. Now Rock's Oracle does pair fairly well with Sarkhan's because it does trigger it. Strangling Spores, Rocks. I'm kind of between those. I could even take Daybreak Chaplain, but that's like, why jump into white for this card? That is the question. We could take the Cinder Barons and see if we end up needing to splash black. But I think I'm happier maybe pivoting and seeing if we can pull off like a red-green big creature Sarkhan's deck. Although a 5-drop is not the most exciting to grab here. And maybe we just grab the removal. Yeah, let's grab the removal. If we end up wanting something like a Rocks, I feel like we can grab that later on. Oh, a Johnny's Pridemate is really nice for the life gain deck, which we are not really looking at right now. Dragon Egg, great card in the sacrifice deck, and just pretty annoying to deal with in general, because you don't want them to get that 2/2 flyer that can pump itself for only 1 red. Rejuvenator's nice. Another Strangling Spores. But so far, I'm feeling not so confident. Explosive Apparatus can be really nice if we do somehow still end up in the artifact deck, but we're not seeing anything that really works with it. Johnny's Pridemate, I think, has the highest upside. And we could use some smaller creatures right now. I kind of want to take the Pridemate, but I don't think that makes sense. I'm going to take the Oop, never mind, got the Pridemate. So another Brawl Bash Ogre. Okay. Wow, this has just not been the most enjoyable of drafts thus far. So we could look to take a red card, but these are just not very exciting. Red cards, the black cards, again, are not very exciting. Maybe we just take Brawl Bash Ogre. Let's do it. Okay, so we're finally seeing a playable blue card, but nothing that we'd really want to be excited about playing. So I think we're just going to take this Ogre. Alright, these yeah, unfortunately, we wanted to make it work, and it's not going to work. These cards seem nice, yeah. Sentinel's just a good playable. Just like that card a bit. Alright, and this pack is again pretty underwhelming. Not very excited about the seat we're in. I think I'll take the Field Creeper, because if we end up needing artifacts for some reason, or playables, that card can at least fill a spot. And this is again just all bad. We'll take a Totally Lost. Yeah, geez, this has not been as I was expecting. Marauder's Axe. No, I think we just take the Walking Corpse. Just make sure we have creatures on the board. You're not upset about having to sack it either if we do end up in the sacrifice deck for the, like, third time. Fourth time? I don't know. The first time was the best time so far. We're hoping to repeat that at this point. Infectious Horror. Infectious Horror is nice just because it causes them to lose life, so maybe we end up being in that position where we just need to deal them damage. Sarkhan's Unsealing doesn't really work well in the sacrifice deck, though, because most of the stuff you're playing's small-powered creatures. So we're just hoping that whatever we get past allows us to keep doing what we're doing and build a solid deck. But right now it feels pretty sad to look at. I wish this was a Dragon's Egg. The Ajani's Pridemate. But it is what it is when you're indecisive. Come on, what are we looking at? Pack 2. Give us something good. Hey, we just saw you. Root Snare. Ooh, back-to-back Root Snares. Green's wide open. I think we need to jump into that like yesterday. Death Baron. There's a good card to grab. Havoc Devils. Sad to pass that. I'm just a big fan of this card in general, but Death Baron now makes our zombies much better. And we could end up in a pretty nice zombie-type sacrifice deck. That could definitely work. Active Treason or Harpy. Skyrider Patrol is also... And a Skyscanner. Man, there's a lot of good cards in this pack for us. I honestly like Active Treason. I think it is just a make or break for the sacrifice deck, but Ravenous Harpy, like, you need both. You know what I mean? I think I'd rather have Active Treason, though, because if it is a close game, the Active Treason can just give you that turn for that swing for the win, while Harpy could end up just being a 1-2 that gets shocked to death, and then you're real sad. So I gave one card its optimal play and one card its least optimal play, and because of that, I'm going to take Active Treason, which I think is crazy talk. But especially with Death Baron 2, we're maybe not looking to sacrifice creatures as often, because now they have Death Touch, and we're making them more useful. How are we doing? 3-drop spots looking okay. Need some more 2s for sure. Could always use another Brawl Bash Ogre. Yeah, I think Sarkhan's Unsealing right now is not really a playable card for us, though. Dragon Sword. Another active treason. See, now I feel like we got punished. Or we just take this one, too. Take the second one over the Havoc Devils. That's a bold move. I don't think that's correct. Because I do think we want the creature. But right now we have nothing but creatures. So maybe we do just take the next active treason. And now we've got 2 of them, which is super helpful. Now we're just hoping to get more sack outlets. So if we can get another ogre, if we can get something, some red removal, that would be really nice. And then we're pretty happy even taking somewhat lackluster black creatures like Walking Corpse, because with Death Baron, it's now a 3/3 Death Touch, which is pretty good. This pack is pretty depressing. I think we just take the trick. Although we could take another, like 4/2s are really annoying to deal with, especially if you are able to curve out well and you get in for even 1, maybe 2 attacks. That's a lot of damage. So let's take you. Oh, did not mean to put you in the sideboard. We've got 7 3-drops though, so we're pretty strong in the 3-drops. We're really hoping to fill out that 2 and 4-drop spot. That is where the draft will be made or lost. Who's the slowpoke in this group? Lucky 5910. Blue drives monster. Yeah, he's the guy slowing us up. Our scary dude Garbo is like flying through these. And then Booksy's like, finally, let me get a card. I guess Lucky's not really slowing us up. They're just waiting on us. No, they're not. They are slow. I lied. Okay. Okie dokie. Inferno Hellion. Yeah, again, these are just not super exciting. But our Inferno Hellion works really well with Thud, actually. Or you end up getting some type of combat trick. So we'll take it. I'm not super excited about it. But I'd also like to give it a try. Maybe it just ends up being better than I think. The 3 toughness keeps it out of the range of shock, which is nice. I just wish it had haste. If it had haste, then I could see it being more useful, because the fact that you attack with it and then it just goes into the library is pretty depressing, because it's not helping your card advantage state. It's pretty much a swing for the win or be involved in the winning turn, or else you're setting yourself back pretty good. Although it does pair well with Sarkhan's Unsealing, which we're currently not playing. All right, being like the second, the back end of pack 2, and this is our deck, I'm feeling really not confident. Sure Strike is nice, but Vampire Neonate, Walking Corpse, we need to fill out the bottom end of our curve. I would like to have the trick, but Walking Corpse does work really nice with Death Baron. You would think we could get more of these too, like it wouldn't be that big of a deal. But I think we just grab Sure Strike. Yeah. I think Sure Strike has the higher upside. Because if we're in a deck that's playing multiple Walking Corpses, just in the hopes that Death Baron's out with them, isn't a recipe for success either. Okay, see, this is nice that Doom Dissenter comes back to us. Works for the sacrificing. Turns into a 2/2 zombie. So, yeah, I'll take that. But we really need another Ogre or another Harpy. Or just sack outlets in general. Unfortunately, because we passed a Brawl Bash Ogre pack 1, someone probably jumped into the sacrifice deck, and thus we're just seeing the remnants of it. But pack 3, we could really get paid off and get potentially 9 sick playables, which is what we would need to make this deck work. So fingers crossed. Infernal Reckoning, slamming it. See, hey, look, here's our blue-white artifact deck. We did it. We finally see some payoffs for it. This is not a great pack for us. Epicure of Blood is just going to be a 4/4 for 5 for us. Catalyst Elemental, we 100% do not need any more 3-drops. Wow. Yeah, this is not helpful. I think we'll just take the Epicure because it's a card. Sure. Okay, hey, Havoc Devils came back to us. I like this card. I think it works well for our deck, what we're trying to do, which is be aggro, swing through for damage. Havoc Devils and Sure Strike is a recipe for success. And just trample in general. So we've got a few trample cards that can really make use of combat tricks, which is nice. The one that we have thus far. And we do have, I mean, we have a lot of creatures, 11 thus far, most of which I'm pretty happy with. We just want to try and combo more with Active Treason. We have 1 Ogre, which is nothing to scoff at. But we have not gotten any shocks, lightning strikes. We had a shot at a lightning strike, pack 1, pick 1, and instead we took Sigh, which now makes me sigh. I think we just take Child of Night. It's not a super exciting card. I'm surprised to see Gigantosaurus still here. Pivot into green. Take the 5 green drop creature. Just do it. And so far, so we have 1 removal type card in an aggro deck. Perfect. Perfect. We'll just take the Explosive Apparatus so that we have another removal-esque card. Plus, if we get something like a Phylactery Lich, who knows? Then we have a couple targets for it, and we'll just put it in there because it's why not? We'll try it. Ghost form. Yes, you go to the sideboard. Somehow we keep ending up in this type of deck. Like, these are just the best cards that get passed to us. It seems like it's kind of open, and then it's just not. Invoke the Divine. All right, pack 3. Can we save this mess of cards? Interesting. So Chaos Wand is definitely not what we're trying to do. Fountain of Renewal doesn't really do much for us. Gutter Snipe is cool, but we don't really have any triggers for it. There's another Apparatus, a Mind Rot, an Ogre, a Pyromancer. Maybe Pyromancer does work because it'll ping him for 2, which is really annoying. It helps fill out our curve a bit better. I think we just take a Pyromancer. That seems so depressing. That seems super depressing. But I guess we're doing it. It just seems to fit the best with what our deck's trying to do right now. I'm not happy about picking that, although I'm not happy with this draft in general at the moment. I think, like, I'm getting the feeling you have to find your archetype early on in the draft and just hope your chair is open to it. This format doesn't seem to be as conducive to being flexible. It's really about, like, the seat you're in versus finding what's open. I don't know. Like, I'm not... Dominaria, I felt really confident, really comfortable every draft I did. This one, not so much. Although we do get bailed out and past a Demanding Dragon, which is pretty good. I mean, I could look to switch into blue and take Switcheroo because the artwork, but no, we'll take the Demanding Dragon. That's a pretty nice pickup. It goes with the sacrifice deck too, because it's going to kind of make our opponent either sacrifice it or sacrifice a lot of life. So it's kind of getting there. But yeah, like I can't really put my finger on my frustrations with drafting this set thus far, because it feels like your deck really has to get there. There's no in between. Like, a good deck is not going to trophy in this format, because if you're aggressive, you're just going to you're going to run into a deck that's able to wall up and overrun you. If you're the deck that's looking to wall up and overrun someone, they're going to be aggro and be able to beat you out at some point. Unless your deck is just super well-rounded, super clean, you don't run into any mana issues. We do need removal quite badly. I think we take this guy. I wouldn't mind another Walking Corpse, but something like this could probably wheel, especially with a neonate there next to it. So I'm pretty happy to see an electrify here. We'll drop that in. How's our curve looking? It's not bad. It's not great. We could use a couple more 2-drops. That would make me happy. One more Brawl Bash Ogre, that would make me ecstatic. Then I'd be like, hey, you know what? Maybe we're going to get there. We've got our 2 active treasons. Explosive apparatus could definitely be cut if we end up getting something a bit more. But the fact that it can go at the opponent too, it's nice. You know, we don't have to throw it at just a creature. Ghoul works. Yeah. It's a nice turn 1 play. It gets pumped by Death Parent, and you're not super upset to be sacking it just because it's a 1-drop later on. Yeah, we'll take you. Although Neonate, I've just seen put in work. But we don't have any life gain synergies or life drain synergies. Bit of a bummer. But Diagraph Ghoul, yeah. Keep trying to get some more value out of Death Baron here. Active Treason. Look, she is like not... Like no mercy. There is no mercy in her eyes right now. Yeah, you're going to have a bad time, my friend. She learned a tragic lesson that day. Even the purest can be corrupted when the heart's emotions are twisted. Well then. Then you got this guy. Hey, we get a Phylactery Lich passed to us, but we also get a shock. Why do we have to make these decisions? We also only have 2 artifacts, which would make Lich pretty rough to play here. Yeah, I think we just take the shock. It's perfect for our deck. We do need some removal. It's low on the curve. It's just a good card. So we're going to play it. Ooh, Magistrate's Scepter. Probably my least favorite card in the format. 1, because we open it up in like every other draft. And 2, because it's terrible. Double cast. Could we... Like, if we had a Thud, I would think of playing double cast. But with that said, there's nothing in this pack that's really exciting. I'm just going to throw double cast in the sideboard. Maybe we end up thinking we could, like, double cast Shock and double cast Electrify. That would be fun. But right now, it's, yeah, not exactly what we're going for. Ooh, there is a gift. That's a gift. To see us get another Brawl Bash Ogre this late. Wow. I'm just like slamming it in the deck, not even looking at the other cards. No, we could have taken a couple other cards in that pack. But honestly, wow. Wow, to see another Brawl Bash Ogre like that. I feel like this is the most common gold card. Granted, it's the most common one I've drafted for sure. But the fact that each time I've played this deck, I think I've ended up with at least 2 of these, if not an opportunity for a third. But wow, that is... No complaints here, my friends. This third pack has been quite the savior for us. We're not going to play a Fire Elemental. We're not going to play a Blade. I could see us taking the Child of Night because... reasons, because if we want to get a little lower on the curve, if we want to think maybe, oh geez, we see another Fountain of Renewal, Explosive Apparatus, maybe not taking the Lich would have been really nice, but I don't think we pass it up over the Shock. Fountain of Renewal or Mind Rot. I think we cut the Explosive Apparatus, and then I think taking the Mind Rot for the sideboard works. Fountain of Renewal is just really nice though. And it kind of cycles itself real late if you need it to. Epicure of Blood would be nice if we had taken the Vampire Neonate, which we did not. But we'll throw you. Actually, like, Crash Through can work too. I think I'd be quicker to... Oh, we'll see, now we messed up. But I'd be quicker to play Crash Through than I would the Neonate. Not the Neonate, whatever the 4/4 was. Yeah, we'll take another Walking Corpse here. Hey, there's a Neonate. No, we'll take Smelt for the sideboard. Because if they have some really annoying artifact, then we're not going to be happy about it. And I think we cut something like a Child of Night 23. This is our deck. This is our deck. We're running with it. We've somehow ended up again in the Sacrifice deck. And we'll see you all in the first match. And all right, match 1. Here we are with lots of high cost cards. 4 mana. We'll keep it. Let's not get upset about the draws right away. It is a bummer to have such high cost cards, especially when it looks like we're up against another aggro deck. All right, we've got all the mana we could ever need. Deck, please just throw us some playables. That would be very nice. Are we up against another fellow Sacrifice deck? Could it be? Come on, act of treason. All right, and we pass turn 2. Unfortunate, yes. But wait for it. There's still hope. They got first blood. That's all right. As long as we get last blood, then we're okay. Oh boy. Oh boy. That's rough. I'm going to play out a mountain and say go. Okay, so we are hoping to draw literally any card except a land from our deck. It'd be pretty good. Especially a bigger creature that won't necessarily be intimidated by this 1/1 turning into a 2/2. Hey, they have a Sarkhan's Unsealing. What are the chances? Oh, did not mean... That's all right. We got a second main phase. Isn't that nice? All right, Walking Corpse. Throw you out. And this is whenever you cast a creature spell, 4, 5, or 6, 4 damage to any target, 7 or greater, it just blows us up. So, with that, we say go. Hey, look. They're big and doing stuff, and that's a really nice enchantment for them to have. Okay. I can feel the fun coming. All right, deck, let's keep drawing cards. Why? I don't... Okay. Strangling Spores doesn't do it for us. We could just electrify that thing, which I think is what we do. Not let them really have a target for another big creature. Keep up Electrify. Yeah. Say go. Man, I didn't think our deck had this high of a curve, but somehow we've consistently been able to just draw the top end of what we got going on. Okay, draw a card. Yep, not bad. Begin combat. Attack with everything. Electrify this. Watch them play the Abnormal Endurance. Nope. Okay, well, that's positive. They've still got 4 cards in hand and a really nice enchantment on the board that we cannot really deal with. 2/1 lifelink, not a big deal. Well, we're at no shortage of mana still, which is nice. I think we want to play out the Hellion first. I'd rather than blow this up than the Siege Breaker. Yeah, let's do that. Yep. And say go. Inferno Hellion with Sarkhan's Unsealing on the board would be pretty game-ending. Hey, look. They take our creature and smash us in the face with it. It's kind of like what our deck would like to do. But we're not drawing any good cards. And, oh, that's such a good combo. Act of Treason it, put it back in our library. Thanks for trying. 2, 3, play you out. And keep up Strangling Spores. Shock. Okay. Yep, we're just going to scoop that first game. All right, deck. Can we lower the curve on this? Child of Night, get rid of Inferno Hellion, because it's not going to do anything against them. Do we have any way to get rid of enchant? This is just artifacts, isn't it? Yes. So no way to deal with that artifact, except for duress? We could think of, yeah, let's, non-creature, non-land, right? Yeah, duress works against them. And we'll get rid of an ogre. Let's try this. Let's try some sideboarding and see if it helps. Yes, we want to play first. Come on, good hand. And we get a pretty much unkeepable first hand. This is better, although not great. Mountain, mountain on top. Mountain on top. Our best removal spell goes on the bottom. Waiting for our opponent. They put one card on the bottom as well. Yeah, we are looking like we're about to have a nice departure from this draft and go 0-2. Explosive apparatus. Nice. Good thing we drew another swamp. All right, what's up next? What do they got? Here comes their Doom Dissenter. Ooh, Goblin Instigator, even better. If we draw a mountain, we could use Sure Strike and trade it away. Kidding. I would never do that. Attack. Yeah, might as well attack, because if they want to get rid of it, they can just spend 3 and use Explosive Apparatus and get rid of it. I'm okay with that trade. That's fine. Your turn, friend. Don't worry. You got an easy W against us. It's just the way of the world, it would appear. How are we getting flooded every game? Ugh. It's only a little frustrating. Now they're missing land drops, and we have no way to punish them. We're going to play this out. It's going to get blown up. It'd been great if we could have drawn another mountain and played Siegebreaker. That could have been a huge help for us, especially with Sure Strike in hand. Yeah, that'd be nice. Here's their 4th land. Yep, now they're set. Time to run away with the game. Or they're just waiting so they can like start. Oh my gosh, we need double red and we can't get it. Whew, this is so sad. Our opponent stumbles, we just can't do anything about it. Why is our opponent not playing anything? Hey, we did it. I'm actually tempted to play Dragon out first because it makes them take 5, but I think we take Siegebreaker because if they only end up playing 1 creature out, then we can play Demanding Dragon. It removes that creature. All is well with the world. What'd they play? Electrify. Yeah, they got their removal. No problemo. Child of Night. Very exciting card. That seems like a really sad Demanding Dragon. But let's make him have removal for it. No, did not mean to hit 6. That's all right. Okay, they don't sacrifice Child of Night, which makes me think it's because they want us to block, and then they're going to like shock it or Strangling Spores or something to try and kill us. Oh my gosh. They've just got everything, don't they? Murder is really nice. I don't think I've got to draft that card yet. Sentinel, not bad. Okay, and now we can flash Blade in or just keep up shock. So let's do that. Wow, our 2 best cards in our deck easily thwarted. No problem. Chaos Wand. That's alright. I don't think there's anything really else in our deck for them to use that on. Flash you in. Have fun. Brawl Bash Ogre. We got him. What's up, Brawl Bash? How we doing? 2, 3, 4. Do we shock this? No, I think we just go for the trade with hired blade. Yeah, begin combat, attack. Could even think about sure striking it if we really wanted to get rid of that card. I don't think we'd care about it that much. Oh, they're just going to shock this anyway. Okay. Well, that's fine. You don't get the life link. Not sure why you did that, but 'tis your call. 3-4. Play you out and say go. Yeah, our opponent's deck, like it's got some nice cards in it. They've just gotten every answer they've needed when they've needed it. All right, do we even have any? Oh, they get our Electrify back and Active Treason. Yeah, fun times. Just take it. You should sacrifice your creature to it. That's kind of what I'm trying to do. You know, it works. Looks like we're taking 3. We're down to 15. There's still hope for us. I cannot block it. That's not bad, honestly. Like them using Chaos Wand and only getting an Active Treason out of it. 2, 3. Death Baron. Hey, look, it's a nice card for us. And now we can attack for 3. We could pump this up too to make it flying. I don't think I want to do that though. Do I want to sacrifice? No, I do not. They're down to 14. If we can... No, I definitely should have attacked with the Gargoyle as well. They've got 5 cards in hand though. Like what? I'm just waiting for them to play something monstrously large. Or just keep or Chaos Wanding us. Another Active Treason? Because Electrify's all the way in the bottom. Oh, God bless America. So non-creature, non-land means we're losing something good. And I might as well just play Sure Strike. Because they're going to make us discard it. So I'll put it on you. Wow, they just like, in a way, 2-for-1 does. Because they just forced us to play out our hand. It's just been one of those games. Sometimes the draw's with you, and sometimes it's not. Although next turn we get to attack for conceivably 3, 6, 7, 8. We're gonna make you lose defender. Attack. No. Block, they take damage. End of combat, main. I mean, they've got 4 cards in hand, though, and they keep Chaos Wanding us, so I'm not sure what that's all about. Let's see if they can, like, go wide here, or what's going to happen. Got a decent board state, but 4 cards in hand and 7 mana is not fun. They're Chaos Wanding again. Makes me feel good about what could potentially happen. Like, yeah, Active Treason, sure, we're taking some damage. Okay, cool. Somehow we won. I don't know how we won that game. I'm not upset about it. Not at all. Let's hope we can get the same result in game 3. They're on the play. We get this is a nice starting hand for sure. I'm definitely happy with this. Yeah, we'll keep this. We got a turn 2. We could even turn 1 duress them if we want to get real crazy. They kept 7. So I think, yeah, let's duress them. Let's see what we're getting rid of. Blood Divination. They don't really have anything too exciting, but I'm happy to get rid of Blood Divination. That's not a bad grab. Our hand looks pretty solid against what they got going on. We just need one more land. Any color would be great. Boom. We did it. Doomed Dissenter of our own. We also have Brawl Bash Ogre up. We also have Death Baron. They have a second. Okay, your Doomed Dissenter is cooler than our Doomed Dissenter. My apologies. All right, no more land. Please, no more land. Yeah, I'll attack. Yep, we'll trade ours off and combat. We both get a cool token. And then what I'm going to do is make mine into a 3/3. Wait for you to shock it. Yes, most definitely. And 3 Doomed Dissenters. All right, they have the value train out there. Upkeep. Okay, Child of Night's not bad. So there could be an argument for Strangling Spores on this and then attack with our 3/3, but not really. Like they're gumming up the board really well right now, and that's really annoying. Because if we attack, we basically trade our zombie for this zombie, which then turns into another zombie, and we're not doing nearly as much as I would hope. So let's just get our big guy on the board, and then next turn hope that we can find some way to deal with all of these annoying zombies. It is good that we got rid of that Blood Divination though, because that is really a nice way for them to gum up the board and then get card advantage. Explosive Apparatus really hurts our Death Baron because it's going to now die. We have too many swamps and not enough mountains. If we attack and this turns into a 5/5, they can still block and kill it. But we could Strangling Spores to get rid of it. Man, if we could really play this Havoc Devils down, I'd be so happy. They've only got one card in hand. Explosive Apparatus. Why do you have to be there? Because what I'm thinking is we just sacrifice like the zombie, and then they either have to use the apparatus on this, although I still think it ends up dying then, and we're hurting. We're sad. Okay, I'm going to play you out. And say go. They do have a fire. I remember they had a fire elemental in hand. So they're probably waiting to play that out for some reason. Okay. We will now play you out. We're not attacking because we just don't have good trades right now. Next turn I think we attack though. Oh my goodness, they're just going so wide. Upkeep. No land. Why? Whew. Okay. So we can attack, and I mean, I think we have to attack. Because what ends up happening? The 2/1 trades. Maybe we don't attack with this. We attack with the 4/3. They double block. We attack with this. They double block. They shoot this. Yeah, let's just attack. Let's put the pressure on them. Let's see what happens. Do we want to use Brawl Bash Ogre's ability? I think we have to. Because if we don't use the ability, the fact that it's a 3/3 means it's definitely going to die. So with that, we'll just eat our Child of the Night. Yep, they blow up the Death Baron. But now that's really good for us keeping our Brawl Bash Ogre alive. Because they could do 2, 3, 4, 5. They could like quadruple block it. We can just Strangling Spores one of the things. Keep it alive. Or if they throw 3 toughness in front of the 4/3 trample, we could keep it alive. That's an okay trade. Oh, they're just taking the 5. Okay. Say okay. Say okay. Strangling Spores that. Alright, so now, yeah, they have 2 zombies, but it's top deck mode. They get to play out their Fire Elemental. It's a 5/4. I'm guessing they top deck something like Electrify. Like a Doom Dissenter of our own would be sweet here. Walking Corpse isn't bad. We could attack. I think we just attack with everything still. Sacrificing the Walking Corpse. Threaten to attack for 9. They could trade off essentially 3 for 1. We have a 4/3 up. That's risky, but all it takes for them is to have 1 removal spell as well. And then we're pretty much done for. So yeah, let's go for it. Yes. Get an aggro. If we had a Sure Strike, oh man, would I be happy. They're kind of thinking like, do we want to... Okay. That is really nice value for them, and they do still have that Fire Elemental in hand. We've got them down to 7. What are they top decking? Annoying cards. Just really annoying cards. What are we top decking? Not great blocking cards. Do we attack, and then are we willing to make this trade? It's kind of a 2 for 1. No, I don't think we do. It's kind of a 2 for 1, but they also gain 2 life. I'd rather keep the 4/2 out. And now if we can draw something like our Act of Treason, I'd be pretty excited. I swore they had that Fire Elemental in hand. I don't know why they wouldn't have... Oh, because they know we have Act of Treason. Maybe that's what they're hesitant about. Oh, they just electrify it. Okay. Well, top deck and removal must be nice. Diamond Mare, perfect card for you, dude. Alright. They flooded out a bit too, actually, which is really annoying, and we can't trade with this. I want to. I'm so sad. I'm so sad. Like, if we just had one card, like one Act of Treason, one, literally anything that our deck is trying to do, I'd be pretty happy. One Doom Dissenter. Oh, man. Why do we just keep losing to the draws? Yeah. Yep. I think I'm going to block this time. Because we can't just keep having 4-point life swings either. I mean... Yeah. You get your power cards. And we just keep drawing land. Oh my gosh. Demanding Dragon. Game winner here. Well, it was the game winner until they got this guy out. And now they can just hold up Fire Elemental forever. And just ping us down. Come on. Come on. Sentinel's not bad. You're something to play with. You can block these annoying creatures of theirs. Now, granted, I'm assuming you're about to get Sarkhan's unsealed to death. But there's hope. There's hope that's not the case. If they active treason it, they still have to take it. Okay, I can't believe we lose again. Man, like our deck's not bad, but if you don't draw spells and you just flood out, doesn't matter how good your deck is. Okay, yeah, fun times for all. I don't really know if we actually have a draw. Demanding Dragon would be nice, and that could maybe stabilize us, but I'm assuming they're just holding cards in hand to use as removal with Sarkhan's, so. Yeah, okay. GG. Alright, time for some match 2 action. Hoping that our deck can do a little bit better this time. Yeah, unfortunately, we just have been having mana issues for days. 17 land deck, pretty standard curve all in all. They're sending a message, good luck, have fun. We're going to say you too, but we really mean deck, quit messing up. And this is kind of like the definition of our life thus far, is we draw 3 land, nice, but they don't match any of really the playables that we have. We could potentially curve, 2-drop into 3-drop, not bad, but we're going to mulligan and get an even worse hand. But with the swamp on top, that makes it somewhat better. We can at least go 3-drop. We'll make them think we're a black deck, but we're not. We're a red-black deck. Hee hee. Totally got them. Don't worry, they're 3 colors and already have access. What just happened? I must have hit the wrong button. Well, no one to blame but myself this game. Okay, maybe we... Yeah, I must have I obviously hit the wrong button. That was an awkward misclick. Child of Night's actually really nice here because we can attack into them, no problem. Now they're going to ramp into something really not fun. Like a 4/5. And we're going to... Well, see, it's fine we missed that because we're missing land drops anyway, so that's all right. But hey, we got a 4/2 out there. We can double block the Thornhide. That's kind of our motif right now, is just 2 for 1 ourselves until we get overrun. Block. And we wait to get shocked to death, or they Titanic Growth, or something super cool. Okay. Okie dokie. Hey, we're up over... Yes. Very nice. There's our 4th mana. And we'll play you out. We take 6. Fun times for all. And they don't miss a beat. Perfect. Perfect. Jesus. Take the wheel. Don't worry. Why would we draw a 2nd black mana? I don't know either. That's ridiculous. Why would you say such a thing? Okay, we're going to Strangling Spore. Oh, we can't even play 2 cards this turn. Because... Yeah. I'm already ready to scoop because, one, I messed up playing... Like, Doom Center should already be on the battlefield, but it's not. We play you out. You can block the 4/2. We take 10. Next turn, we 2 for 1 ourselves and block you while having Havoc Devils ready to, yeah, be there. Like, if we had Death Baron out with Doom Descender, that'd be super nice little combo. We'd have Death Touch that could kill their Colossal Dreadmaw, and then we're in business. Instead, we're having mana issues again. And it wouldn't feel right if we weren't having mana issues. You know what I mean? Hey, we finally got you. I don't think it's timely enough. We would take 4. Actually, we lose anyway. They just attack with everything. I'm just conceding. Okay. Yeah, let's not waste time. I messed up. We could have potentially stabilized against them, but their deck clearly has a really high top end. That's not really helpful to us. And the black-red sacrifice deck was a lot of fun when we trophied with it. Every time we've tried to recreate it thus far, we just can't make it happen for whatever reason. It's not in the cards for us. Yes. 2-lander that we'll keep because all we need is one more land that we can play everything in our hand, so that's not bad. Don't worry, they're not going to have to mulligan. Pass the turn. Next turn, Doom to center. Nice. Hopefully draw land to have Ogre available. Wow, they're just splashing all kinds of stuff in their deck. We've got our top end. This is like ideal. We just need land. Just need a land. Can we do it? Fingers crossed. Yeah, being on the play in this format feels way different than it did in Dominaria. I feel like it's a lot easier to really get tempo on your side. All right, they're cycling cards, and we're having mana problems. It'd be a shame if we didn't. You know, it'd be a shame if we lost a game simply by being outplayed instead of just card issues. Okay. Hey, look, more mana problems. We had 3 draws to draw 1 land and no dice. Yep, we could really have punished them for being either flooded or... Yeah, I think they're flooded. Just why they Tormenting Voiced, but now they're getting their 5 drops down. Not much we can do. Just keep missing land drops. Calling it a day. Get ready to 3-for-1 ourselves, essentially. No, we'll just take 4. Yeah, it'd be a shame if they missed a beat. Hey, look, our 3rd land. We finally did it. Oh my goodness. Well, we can kill Dreadmaw next turn, which is nice. Unfortunately, we can't also get something that can trade with this. But we'll just play out our biggest card and then see what they want to attack with. They've still got 4 cards in hand. They got shock. Okay. The Rage Scoop is so close. Yeah, because I don't really think there's a way we can come back from this. If we draw a land, though, we could play Gargoyle and then shock the 4/5. But all it takes is them playing one more big thing. That's not a big thing. It turns into a big thing, though, next turn. All right, we'll play you out. Say go. Yeah, the green-red deck, that was one of the archetypes that I was expecting would have a lot of playability in this format just because red has so much removal and then green has some nice, just massive creatures. What? No, I'm not paying 3. I want to block. I want to block the creature. After damage, I'm going to shock you in the face. But yeah, green-red just pairs so well in this format. Never mind they're splashing blue. Probably for a Horizon Scholar would be my guess. Yeah, let's play Inferno Hellion. Sure. Look, if they run out of gas, we can potentially overrun them in one turn. Especially if they make themselves a little flying dragon action. We will active treason it. We will play out our Brawl Bash Ogre. Yes, 5/5 flyer. We're about to have 2 5/5 flyers, which means we actually die next turn and we'll end up being 1 turn short on the fun times. Yeah. Man, if we had that 4 mana out early, or we could have already had Brawl Bash down and be set to win next turn. And we can't really, you know, kill it because then they just sack it in response. All right, we lose. GG's. Mana problems are fun. What I'm hoping is they sack this, make a 5/5, and then block in response and just trade them off. There's no way that happens, but they're like thinking, is there any way they can do another 5 damage to us? No, there's no way. And they would be correct. Take 12. Please trade these off. Please give us a chance. Give us a chance. Are they going to do it? Like they're chewing on it. They're like, what are they thinking? What? There's no way they can do another 5 damage, is there? What? They're doing it. They get to keep one of them, so they still technically win. No problem. Next turn, because there's no way we're doing 5 damage to this thing. But we survived another turn, which is to the amazement of us all, I must admit. Plus they have a monstrous Vigilant Baloth. Just beautiful curve outs from our opponent. Absolutely amazing magic. GG's. Alright, that was just... It was a deck that I thought was going to be fun. We didn't even really get one game that our deck even looked good. It was just sad. I think our seat that we drafted in was really rough. I don't think that we necessarily missed any golden opportunities. It's a bummer when you have a sweet card like Demanding Dragon and you only get to play it out one time. But again, you know, I think we're in a bad luck streak. We're going to play through it. If you're enjoying the content, I appreciate you watching. Thank you, and we'll just see you in the next video. Peace.